Hey everyone, East here, and as you can see, we got a project going on. I just picked up this Husky rolling tray, I guess you could say, a tool tray. It's pretty useful tray. You typically would use it instead of bringing out your whole rolling toolbox out to your project. You just select the handful of tools you'll need for that particular project, put it on this tray, and you're good to go. One feature I really like about it is it has this lid on here. So if you're not done with your project and you just want to roll this away and leave all the tools that you're using in the tray, you can secure it with this lid. And it also has two drawers, as you can see here, that would lock it up. One thing that I'm doing though is, you can see this thing is brand new. I've never used it before, but I'm painting it. And the reason why I'm painting it is because I have a couple of other Husky brand tools and equipment, and for where I'm at, it's really humid. So to kind of battle the corrosion, and I can already see this thing getting there real quick if I don't do some things to prevent it, is if this thing will rust out so fast. So here I have Rust-Oleum roller bar and chassis paint. I've already used this on one of my other projects, and it holds up pretty good. Actually, before I even assembled it, I went ahead and painted underneath here, painted this corner, so that it's already it already has a protective coating at those joints. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and sand. I'm still debating, but what I'm trying to do right now is sand the most used areas. So this is where my tools will sit down, and it'll be constantly getting pounded on. So what I want to do is I just want to put an extra protective coating to help this thing have a longer life. Another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some extra grease in these rails here to help keep it lubricated and keep that from corroding. So yeah, this is my project right for now. Let me pause you guys for a second. One other thing you want to do is you want to prep the surface. You don't want to paint on this shiny new surface here. The paint most likely won't stick. You'll start to get peeling. So what you want to do, I have 600 grit here. Some people would go finer. This is what I had handy. So took a brand new sheet of 600 grit wet and dry sandpaper. I'm just dry sanding it. I don't feel the need to wet sand this thing. I'm not painting a car. So yeah, it's one of my projects. Yeah, it's a pretty cool tray. Haven't used it yet, but I've had something similar to this, and it was real handy. The only thing that I didn't like about the other one was it left your tools open out in the elements, and you couldn't close it and secure it. So I really like this. I got it at Home Depot. Really good deal. There's nothing wrong with the Husky brand. I really enjoy their products and their low prices. However, like I said, here in my environment, it gets rusted up pretty quick. So I'm just doing an extra step to help take care of this project. And if you guys want to do the same, you know, I'll keep you updated to let you know how it went and is it lasting and all that. So yep, here we go. Let's get started. You just want to get all the shine off. You don't have to sand it down all the way down. You're just trying to take off the shine. So as long as it looks dull right there, that's good enough. So every surface that I'm going to paint over, The paint I'm using is black, so I'm not really concerned about overspray or anything. But the paint, the areas that I really want to get protected, I'm gonna sand them down real good and put probably a couple coats. Your first coat, just put a real light one. Get some coverage on it. Get that paint to stick to this, and then you can put the second coat. Like I said, I'm still debating if I'm gonna do the entire thing. I don't think it's necessary, but we'll see how much paint I have left after this project. These are the two drawers. It looks to me to be about 2 inches deep. I don't off the top of my head know the width and the length, but hold on, let me get that for you. Okay, here we go. The length is 23 inches, and the width is, or I should actually say this is a drawer, so that's the width, 23 inches rather, and the depth of the drawer goes in 14 inches, and it is 1 3/4 deep. The rolling tray itself, sorry for the shakiness, I don't have a tripod. Okay, we are at 33.5 inches tall. The width is 27.5, and then we got 16 inches there. So it's a pretty good size. It also comes with the handle, has these self-lifting actuators here. It has that tool tray in the bottom. Let's see the depth of this. We got about 5.5, it looks like, of depth down in here. Or is it 5? Nope, 5. We got 5. Okay. So, yep, those are the dimensions. All right, let's continue. Okay, so one other thing I want to do is I want to keep the actuators clean from any debris or extra overspray. So I'm going to go ahead and take it out. You're going to need a 12 millimeter and an 8 millimeter to get these off. The 12 goes here, the 8 goes here. Just unscrew them, and then they'll be nice and clean when we put them back on. Okay, as you can see, I got the actuators off. One thing you want to watch out for that I found out is when you're taking them both off, this thing could swing back. So just be careful. I have something back here to catch it. So yeah, just be careful when you're taking them off that the thing doesn't just go slamming down on you. Alright, one other step I'm going to take is you can see that the front of these drawers have some kind of I don't know, chrome looking front piece on it, and so I'm gonna go ahead and keep that look by just masking it with some blue tape. And I'm not sure what kind of material that is, so hold on real quick and let's find out. Okay, here I have this small magnet. As you can see, obviously that's a metal. I believe this is aluminum. The magnet's not sticking on it, so I'm not worried about that thing getting rusted. At first I thought it was kind of like a chrome plating, but when I took a closer look at it at the cut here, I saw that it looked more aluminum than a steel. So I wanted to check to make sure it was aluminum, and in fact I think it is. Okay, there it is. I just ran a couple strips of blue masking tape on it. It should protect it from the overspray and keep it nice and clean. Alright, I think it's time to paint. Okay, so I put down a really light coat for the first coat. One thing you want to watch out for is these paints, I think, are a little bit thicker. So what you want to do is make sure you keep this tip clean so that it comes out spraying even. All I did was, you know, take a little shop napkin and just scraped off the excess paint here to keep this thing going smooth. And as soon as you do that, you know, you'll be spraying normal. You can see it looks uneven and you know, not quite professional, but the first coat, you rather put less than more. You want to keep it from running or dripping. Just, you know, less is more in the first coat. Okay, so I went ahead and coated the top and the bottom tray. The top surface here I wanted to cover because I know that I'm going to be probably putting stuff on top of that down there as well. And to be quite honest, the reason why I'm doing this, a lot of you might be thinking, dang, that's brand new, he's already painting it. Well, I'd rather paint it when it's new and keep it from rusting than to have to paint it because it's rusting. Once there's already rust, I mean, it's a pain. It's a much dirtier job to get done. Oh, one of the other things I did was I took out the emblems and all those stickers that were on here, so that I can paint them, put the emblems back on. They'll look nice and neat instead of having to mask it. Okay, everything's sprayed down. I already threw on the second coat. We're gonna let that dry up probably another hour, and then we'll see if it needs another one from there. I have enough for maybe another 2 more coats, but we'll see how it goes in another couple hours. Anyway, let me get back to you when it's all done.